Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Omnirach forgets to make sure that his mic is actually working before starting to record his episodes of Terraria. So I wandered across to the right to see what was past where I was last time, and I came across this tree with a room underneath. So I thought I'd start recording before I actually checked what was in there, so I showed what was in this tree. So there is a chest and a table and chairs, so of course I'm going to grab the table and chairs first. Then in the chest there is one of each of the wands. Now I think that in this last update they made it so that both of the wands rather, are in the same chest, because otherwise you have to go create a new world and hope it's a different wand, and it just takes ages and it's a hassle. So yeah, that way you only have to create one world. I think that's what they've done. Not 100% on that. There was also a chest down here with an aglet. I do like the aglets, they make it so I run faster. Let's grab the rest of that stuff and the chest, and we see if there's another or any further cave down here, and it doesn't look hopeful, so let's go back upstairs and head off to the right once we actually manage to get up here, which requires putting some blocks down, so let's do that. Block, 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 block. Jump. Excellent, so we'll jump up through here. While I'm doing that, let's go back to that list of updates while I'm wandering across in the night with a torch out so that everyone can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got up to the ice monsters. So the quests give... Oh, blood moon. That's right. There was a blood moon rising. Quickly get back home, and oh, look at that. Turns out my spawn point is right at the edge of my building. I seem to have a bad habit of doing that. I've done that in the last 2 worlds I've created. So let's rebuild this part of the house, which I didn't actually show in the last episode. Quickly run out here, grab the falling star and close the door. And let's quickly get the door down so that we don't have the eyeball flying into our house. So we wait for the guide to come inside, and he doesn't seem to want to. So let's take out this demon eye before he kills our guide. Our guide seems to be stupid and is just wandering around on this island. Let's try and kill those zombies while we're here, but apparently we can't reach them. Oh, one thing I forgot to add as well is that if you notice, my yo-yo goes quite far now. What I've done is I've created a white string, I think it is, which makes the yo-yo length even further. That monster that's right below me, which I'm not actually clicking on because I'm too busy fighting the demon eye, he's actually run off to the right now. He's one of the new mobs, just hovered over him there, one of the new mobs for this update. He appears with the blood moon. I'm not sure if he's an expert mode only mob, but he is a new mob. So let's kill this demon eye, and then possibly we'll sit on this rope and throw our yo-yo down at the zombies below me and slowly punch them in the face until they die. While we're doing that, so bats have a chance to give the new feral bite debuff. The buff will increase the player's damage but lower player health regen. This debuff will also cause other random debuffs to be applied to the player. I haven't come across that yet, but I'm sure I will. Oh, look at that, there's another enemy that's come along on the left hand side. That is a tripler. It's another one of the new blood moon things, and he is very close to threatening to knock me off my vine, so let's get up there before he does that. Close the guide in the house so that he doesn't accidentally get killed by the tripler. And we'll punch it, and of course the guide runs outside because he's an idiot. Get back inside, silly guide. And he runs out the other side of the house, of course he does. So let's kill this demon eye. It's got some of my gold. It's what that sparkliness around the mobs is when they pick up some of the monies. let's get back to killing these guys. Sit on the rope here and just throw our yo-yo down again. Okay, so life regen isn't as effective unless the player has the well-fed buff. That means I need to get some food. Killed all of the zombies that were below me, so I've jumped down to pick up all the goodies. There we go, and now let's get back up to here. Pick up that lens and... oh yeah, another thing I have not pointed out is that if you notice underneath my house I have a whole bunch of chests. I've put those there because it's just easier to have the storage right there under the house. So I've got a whole bunch of chests there. I'll probably move them at some point. My plan is to, on these wee floating islands, they're not really the proper floating islands, just slightly floating islands, I plan on building all of the houses on them or above them. So yeah, probably build houses up. I might even build some houses underground as well, just to change things up. While I'm slowly killing these things for the Blood Moon, let's go back to this list. So Vampire Inspector healing is slightly less effective than in normal mode, and the defense statistic is more effective than in normal mode. So, and I was just looking to see the housing stats. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to throw a chair down. I have a couple. Throw a chair down so that it's recognised as the guide's house, so that hopefully he will go and hang out in the house rather than wander around outside. Of course, he wanders straight outside the house as soon as I do that, and is being threatened by the Drippler to be killed, which is not good. Don't really want the guide to die. Would not be good for that to happen. He runs back inside, and I finally get rid of the Drippler. And then I check the house, and I see that it's already owned by the guide. Except he doesn't seem to want to stay in the house, he likes to run outside of it. It's just silly. He should be hanging out inside the house. We kill the demon eye. Let's go back to killing these guys and almost dying. Of course we almost die. Let's get back up on top of the islands. Back over to my vine, where I get back up on there and throw my yo-yo down at these guys underneath me until they all explode into gory little bits. And I'll go back to this list of updates for the 1.3 update. So, invasion events have a progress bar. This is the events line now. All those guys died, so let's kill some more of them. Showing how far along the player is towards completion, and I didn't jump high enough on the rope. Of course I didn't, so things are attacking me. Let's see how many of them we can kill. We also get a spiked shackle while we're at it. We get knocked off of the rope, and we are very close to dying. So, is it potion time? I think it may be potion time. Potion? Yes? Yes, there's a potion. I think this is the point where I'm like, maybe I should make a campfire. So let's make a campfire to throw on my roof. While I'm slowly making that, okay, newly randomly triggered slime rain event is now included. I haven't come across the slime rain yet. I do really want to because it does sound rather interesting. Should be fun to deal with slime falling from the sky. Okay, Goblin Invasion event has been graphically updated and will have a new mini-boss enemy in hard mode. It's another thing I look forward to. It's the new events. Pirate Invasion has a new mini-boss, the Flying Dutchman. Blood Moon has a new graphical effect as well as several new enemies, so it isn't just a hard mode thing. It is just a new enemies thing. I haven't seen any werewolves, which were in the... They may be a hard mode one though. Maybe they are. I cannot remember. Okay, Solar Eclipse can be triggered with the Solar Tablet summoning item. This event also has several new enemies and rewards. Another event I look forward to getting onto. And of course I get knocked off of my vine again. So while I am trying, so I'll get back up there, get back on the vine, and hang out higher up than I was. And then throw my yo-yo back down at the enemies. Okay. New Martian Madness event can be triggered after the player defeats the golem. Cultists will begin to spawn outside the dungeon. After the player defeats the golem, defeating them will start the beginning of the end. Okay, so now I've killed more of them. Go and pick up my stuff, and it looks like I got a new necklace, a shark tooth necklace. Now what does this do? Increases my armor penetration by 5. It sounds very, very nifty. Now I don't need to always have this book out, so let's not. And I'm doing a lot more damage to those blood zombies now. I'm getting through their armor more than I was, which is good because they were a pain to kill. And it looks like it's daytime now, so let's kill the zombies that are still hanging around. And look at that, the guy just exploded because he let a drippler into his house. Really didn't want that to happen, but yeah, I have a house that's spare, so a new guide should pop up at some point. I should build another house as well though, so that I can get the merchant, and I think I should be getting the nurse as well. So let's get in the house and get get rid of this drippler. Slowly kill him. I'm not going to go through all the crafting updates or the miscellaneous updates, although I do see living wood chests now contain a living wood wand and leaf wand. A whole bunch of updates. 800 new items to discover. So let's deposit some stuff in the chest. A whole bunch of stuff in the items. New music. Several new mini biomes. Underground desert. Liquid visuals have been updated. Whole bunch of bug fixes and much, much more. Okay, so I think that's all of the updatey goodness that I should really look at. I don't think there's any in the other updates that really change it. I was looking at the 1.3.0.1 update. There's not really much more in the other stuff, but looks that I'm about to do a cut and get back soon. And we are back again for more journeys through Terraria to continue on this episode. So it looks like there's corruption in this world. None of those things hurt me apparently. Nothing spawning here at the moment, that is a good sign. So my mic is actually working this time, unlike last time. It wasn't quite working properly, but I have it working again. Well, there's some enemy things. Let's see if we can avoid them, or at least, or maybe we can kill them. Oh, look at that, I managed to kill one. Excellent. Got to keep an eye on where I'm going as well as trying to kill these things. I don't want to die here. Apparently they don't like water though. There's a good thing. Definitely going to have to use the recall potion to get back. Get away from me, Eater of Souls. And of course there's one of them underground ones. Ow! Okay, so I guess we're not heading that direction anymore. Let's head back. Maybe we'll head back to the left after we finally respawn. The goldfish in there. Friggin'. Oh yes, one thing to note as well that I've found is that there appears to be a slight bug, or an exploit I would put it as, that if you, when you come into your world, if you destroy the door, then it will spawn 2 doors. So that's why you see a door sitting on the ground over there, because I don't like to use exploits to get extra stuff. You also would have noticed my guide came back, so that's a bonus. And of course it's raining. I don't like it when it's raining. It means that there'll be flying fish. Don't like the flying fish. So let's dig our way through this tree, shall we? And see what is over on the left hand side of this map. Once we finally get through the tree. Yeah! Whoa. Okay, and what I'll do as well is when I see some ore on the ground, I'll be picking that up. So, yeah, I recorded 1.5 episodes without my mic working because Fraps didn't pick it up. Annoyingly, after I rebooted my computer. Let's have a look down here. So yeah, I've got it working now. As you can probably tell by the fact that I'm saying it's working now. And that is a good thing. It was actually kind of fun doing the post commentary type thing. It also gave me a chance to list all of the extra features and that sort of thing in this in 1.3 of Terraria, which I didn't really go into during the episode. Okay, so we're on to one of these deserts, which I'm not sure if I remember saying, but I don't like the deserts because, well, there was that sound that just happened, which is a I can't even remember the name of them, to be honest. Antlion swarmer. Which are horrible, horrible flying things that tend to mess my face up with something chronic. So I like to wall over those things. Here is an antlion. It is an antlion, isn't it? Yep. Whoa, what the frick is that? Antlion charger. Don't like the look of this thing. And there's a slime over there as well. My armor penetration isn't working as well on these guys as I would like. Don't attack me, slime. Oh, you stole some of the things. I'm going to have to take out this vulture as well. And the slime now. Stupid slimes. And of course it's getting to night, but at least this time it's not a blood moon, because it is not very likely for it to be 2 blood moons in a row. Oh, goddamn stupid slime! Die already! Yeah, one more. Nope, there was 2 more. And of course there's a vulture, which is going to try and attack me. And kill me. Of course he does. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do any exploring at the moment. Those guys are too tough for me. I think I need to go and mine up some ores and make a bed and that sort of thing. So I think what I'll do is I'll finish up here after I kill the stupid flying fish and be back in the next episode, hopefully with a bed and maybe even some armor. So thank you all for watching and putting up with my post commentary stylings. Hope you have enjoyed watching these as much as I have had of playing it. And I hope you tune in to the next episode. So this is where I disappear. Bye bye now.